I heard about Ecuador in 1999 and began to research it at that point. Lita heard about it
from you when we got together, because I didn't know him back in 1999, and he heard about it, I think, mostly through International Living,
right.
But he started talking about it to me, so more than 10 years ago. I thought originally was South America, Latin America. I mean, this is a third world country. Why would I want to live in a grass shack on the beach, which is kind of what my misconception was.
I don't know, frankly, that I miss anything else about the United States. As Lita said, if you want something bad enough, it's here someplace. You can find it. You know, you might have to look a little harder for certain things, but it's all here. I mean, my God, there's Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut. I mean, if you want to go that route, they're there. So, and Burger King, you know.
It's obviously a beautiful city. It's a big enough city to have all the amenities that my spoiled American soul wants to have. Everything from first-run movies and, you know, grocery stores and shopping, whatever you're looking for. Obviously, nice apartments, you know, nice quality of living. At the same time, there's fabulous indigenous markets. I mean, just everything about the city, the physical aspects of the city were very appealing, and obviously the climate.
That's it. It's
the climate, it's the weather.
I love the weather.
Exactly. Neither one of us likes either too cold or too hot, and Cuenca's just perfect. But overall, I'd say there aren't really very many things that I truly miss. Partly because, again, a city like Cuenca has so many things that it offers that you can find almost any product that you want.
Do I speak Spanish? Listen, absolutely fluent in hand signals.
Part of the thing I have found is that with a few basic Spanish phrases and a few Spanish words, if you make the effort to even try to talk to people and ask questions or whatever in Spanish, I have found that people have been so helpful and so generous that my Spanglish, which is a little better than Bush's, but not much, basically I have not really had any problems. And the couple of times when I've actually been in a situation where I wasn't getting my point across, I've had a total stranger walk up and say, "Oh, I speak some English, can I help you?"
I have an analogy that's called this. Here's the gringo community, okay? Here's the Cuencana community that speaks English and Spanish. Then here's the rest. Here's the rest of the city. Now, would I like to get to know the rest of the city? Sure, on some levels, but on other levels, there's more people who speak English than I can deal with now, you know. You have to get used to the fact that things just move more slowly.
More slowly.
You know, and you can't let the fact that the computer doesn't work or the person is in Quito summoned by his boss to go to Quito or what have you get at you, because it'll eat you up if you can't get into that groove that says things just go a little differently here. It's a different culture. And you knew that intellectually going in, then on a moment-to-moment basis, you have to learn how to live with it, because you're not going to change the culture. The culture's going to change you. Right. And you might as well accept that and go with it.
We own a condominium at the beach, as well as this condominium here. It took a while. Again, as Bush had said before, time is one of the things that you have to adapt to, that things move a little slower, it takes a little longer. I'm a very impatient person. I used to go, No, I just sort of go, we have clear title, no problems. It was actually easy to buy the properties. That isn't an issue. It was resolving some of the title issues at times that were a little frustrating. But again, once you recognize, there is a word in Spanish that I think everyone in the world knows, mañana, meaning tomorrow. What I have learned is that mañana doesn't necessarily mean tomorrow, it just means not today.
Later.
Or later, exactly. Once you understand that and you accept that, everything's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Moving from a country like the United States, where the cost of living is, shall we say, fairly high, we basically have seen prices go up here in Ecuador, but then they're going up everywhere. There is a certain amount of inflation here. But I would still say that overall, the cost of living here is somewhere around 25 to 30% of what it would cost me to live in the United States. And one of the things, as we both have gray hair, obviously a little older, looking at retirement, one of the concerns was when you retire and you're no longer working, you don't have the same income, how do you maintain the lifestyle that you want, that, as we said, that we had become used to? Here, that's not an issue for us.
Right.
I just love it, you know? And I look out and I see palm trees, and yet I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's not so hot, but it's never cold either. So, like I said, between the climate, the finances, the people, I don't find this a third world country at all.